It's Friday morning. My beard is full, my beard is soft, I'm drinking my coffee. But how is my beard so soft and so full? Let's talk about nighttime beard care routine. So you see lots of videos. One of the most searched videos I have found in the last year probably is about morning beard care routine. I suppose the importance of that and why people look for it is because you want to get your beard nice in the morning, you want it to look good and feel good and last throughout the day, right? So this is what we do. We tend to put that extra effort into ourselves when we're going out and when we're doing stuff. Often what people neglect is that if you want to create the best for your beard in the morning to make it look good all day, that people often forget what's behind that first. And this is where the nighttime stroke evening beard care routine comes into play. So I mentioned this a little bit briefly in my morning beard care video, which is further down there, guys, for those of you that haven't seen it or would like to. So what is evening beard care routine and why is it? So let's start with the second point there, the why is it? So for me, evening beard care routine is arguably more important than morning. The reason I say that is however you care for your beard in the evening is going to dictate directly and indirectly what happens with your beard for the rest of that day. It's like the whole, you work out. A lot of us like to do chest or arms on a Friday. You get that pump on, you look at your best, that little bit more pump than usual before you go out on a Friday night or on a Saturday, things like that. Get that pump on, get swole, get big, look at your best, or at least feel at your best, right? But you couldn't do that. You couldn't be pumped or swole if you didn't do the hours upon hours, week after week, month after month, year after year of the diet and everything that's behind it. And this is what brings me to why is there a beard care routine and why is it important? Because like I've said, it's the basis of it. So if you have a good beard care routine at night time or in the evening, where it's going to help you going forward is your beard is going to be more manageable, more pliable and healthier and easier to work with in the morning. So why is that? Why would your beard be easier to deal with and more manageable if you have a good evening and night care routine? It's because of what is happening to your beard overnight. So let me get this going with this. You don't have a nighttime routine. You wake up in the morning, your beard feels dry, it feels that it's coarsest, it's all over the place. Often what you need to do, particularly if you've got a thicker or long beard, is you need to wet it, get some moisture in there. Then you need to get heat in there just to get it going roughly where you want it to go. It doesn't behave, it doesn't do what you want it to do, it takes time, it's frustrating, you need to put a lot of balm in there to keep it into place. You get in the car, you walk outside, bang, it's changed, it's gone, you've now got a bad beard day. Now, if you're getting that good evening routine and that good nighttime routine, let's go back to that and rewind, because what will happen is you won't necessarily need to use the water and you won't need to use the heat as often or as much, because if you're using good products and you're using a good routine and you're consistent, then what you're going to have is a far softer, healthier, more manageable beard in the morning. I do this on a lot of my videos. One of my problems with my beard is my cheeks. It's why my beard, you can always see this, my beard comes out further than my head does. And I'm touching my beard here, look, I'm literally touching the hairs there. So you can see how much further that comes away from the side of my face. Now that happens because that's my cheek hair. That is just cheek. That's quite long. There's over a foot of hair there. Now, if you follow me on Instagram and scroll back about 2 weeks, 3 weeks ago, you'll see a picture where I've put, this is how my beard looks most mornings. I've got my t-shirt on, I've got my hat on because I get dressed before I sort my beard. There's no point spending hours on your beard to get it look good and then put a t-shirt on, especially if you're midlife crisis like I am and wear slightly tight clothes. But yeah, I put my clothes on first and then I get my beard ready because otherwise you're just going to put stuff over the top and trash it. So my beard, when I wake up, is literally all over the place. It's up here, it's down there, it's in and out, there's kinks, there's twists and everything else. For the vast majority of my beard journey, I used to hate the morning thing. I used to have to get in the shower or get my head in the shower or get a jug over the sink, get my beard saturated. Not just damp, I had to get the thing absolutely saturated, get it dry, let it fall out, get those kinks out, get those twists out, get those curls out. Then what I'd be doing is putting my appliances into my beard. So I've had like a half-hour process before I've even started getting myself ready. Now that I have a good evening routine, my beard is, like I said, it's softer, it's more manageable. So I can give you an example of this. So I've obviously got stuff on this morning, but you can see with my beard, it brushes into shape very, very easily. So I'm going to show you an example of this. I can fluff my beard out, give it a light brush down, and you can see how much wider I've made my beard by doing that. I can then give it a bit of a twist brush inwards, and it becomes more straight and more inward. The reason I'm doing that so easily, so quickly with a couple of brushes is because my beard is super soft in a healthy way, and it is super healthy. My beard is just far more manageable nowadays. If I go out in the wind and it forks up by my face, if I go out and about all day and it gets a bit mischievous, it doesn't take much for me. I can literally just get it down with my hands. I can literally fluff it up with my hands. You can see that. So again, look how wide it is now. I can just bring it back in. This is because I have a good routine and I use good products. So we've covered the importance and what you can gain from having that good routine. So let's go to the product side of things now. And as with products and with routines, it's always a matter of opinion. You're going to have other people with better beards than mine that say they do it this way. You're going to have people with worse beards that say they do it this way. It's what suits. There's no, it doesn't matter whose beard's best and whose isn't, but you are going to find different things. What I am doing is offering advice. You can see my beard. I'm giving you the evidence of how easy it is to work with. I have a longish, I don't have the longest beard, but I have a very thick beard. So I would say that thicker beards are normally the hardest to manage. So products. It all starts with a process with this. Everything matters. I'm not going to go deeply onto the morning routine because you have got the other video you can watch. But it starts with your washing. I don't like to overwash my beard just because my beard doesn't need it. Again, a delicate subject. The main reason I don't like to overwash my beard is because I like to let the products that I'm using do their job. Some of you are going to have jobs where you need to wash your beard daily, and that's completely cool. Today's not a wash day for me. If I go and eat a burger right now, I go and have a breakfast and I spill some beans in my beard, or I get some cheese in there or some sauce, I'm obviously going to wash my beard because the best thing for the beard is to keep it clean. For the most part, I'm a beard brand owner and a content creator. My beard doesn't go through much other than my cigars and whiskies, but I don't want to wash those out either because I enjoy those and I think they're healthy. Healthy for my mind anyway. But yeah, so, I don't overwash my beard and I like to let the products do their job. I wash my beard, or I aim to wash my beard twice a week. They're after my workout days because that's when I put my beard through the most. I'm in the garage, I've got a garage gym, I'm sweating, and I tend to work out on a Monday and Thursday, or Monday, Friday, Tuesday, Friday. I don't stick with it as strict as I did when I first started beard management a few years ago. I'm in my mid-40s now, I work out for fun, I'm not trying to look any differently or be any kind of guy, it's just mental health for me. So yeah, I wash after those days and in between if I need to. Now, I've been doing this process for a few years, and what I have found is that the day of a wash day, which is, like I say, every sort of 2, 3, 4 days, depending on how things fall with me, my beard feels at its absolute best before I wash it. Because what it has had is days worth of beard oil, beard balm, beard butter. It's all got in there. My beard feels at its thickest. It feels its nicest to touch. Doesn't feel coarse at all. But it almost feels like, I don't know how to explain it. It just feels so much thicker. It's like the individual hairs feel their thickest when I've had a big build up of stuff in there. So I almost dread a wash day. But why do I do it? I listen to my body. I tend to get a little bit of tightness, maybe a little bit of itch coming in around the wash day. If I've got that slight itch or irritation on the skin coming in, or that tightness coming in, I listen to myself and I'll wash my beard. I make sure I get the wash straight to the skin. With beards, everything starts with the skin. They start from the follicles within your skin. Your beards don't grow from the tips, they grow from beneath the skin. So it is vital to look after the skin. So this is why I don't wash my beard too often. I like to get that build up in there. That's my chosen process. You're not wrong if you wash your beard daily. It's just what works best for me. I then, of course, use a beard wash. I only ever use my own brand because I own a brand, and it would be silly of me to use other people's. I'm a walking advert for my brand. That's it. You don't have to use my brand. Just make sure that you are using a good form of wash for your beard. Does it have to be beard wash? No, not necessarily. Something that I have found with starting this brand is that our hair is reasonably similar in a lot of ways to Afro style hair, tight curls, just naturally curly hair. We don't want to be taking any of that moisture out of our beards because they're dry enough as it is, the same as those hair types I've just explained. So the main purpose of a beard wash, which of course a beard brand is going to call it a beard wash because we're a beard brand. Guess what our target audience is? Beards. So we call it beard wash. Basically, you want to look for something with no alcohol, no sulfate, no bethanol, nothing like that. You want to avoid those sorts of things. They're not necessarily terrible for every part of your skin or your hair, but they are naturally drying substances. Bear with me, guys. Sorry about that. One of the guys here is knocking on the window. Normally that would throw me and I'd have to restart the video, so I segue on this one. But yeah, so you want to avoid those sort of things because when you've got an already dry hair type, it can naturally dry it out. This isn't just beards. There's all these guys on these groups, which I've had a few digs at, and they are very anti-beard brands and they're anti-this. It's not just us, guys. These messages are being put out on groups with afro hair, curly hair. My wife's got curly hair. One of her closest friends who she works with has curly hair. I have a lot of women come in here and buy this stuff because there's certain hair types that do need, and well, don't need, but they get better results from different things. So that's the purpose of mainly a beard wash. But again, it's more something that's natural, sulfate-free, things like that. Something with the beard wash, which I'm going to come on to, it's not a beard wash video, is never overthink the scent you get with some sort of wash. By rights, they should be pretty much washing out within the shower or in the bath, whatever you're doing. So, pick whatever quirky scents. I don't use banana colada too much as a daily scent. I will in the summer, but I use it as a wash nearly all year round. It doesn't affect what I'm choosing to wear in my beard at any time. Sticking with the wash side of things, if you're feeling a bit cautious, I have this a lot within the shop, but I shower every day. Of course you do. We want to be clean. That's a good process. Shower every day. Rinse your beard. Just rinse it through with warm water if you want to. Personally, I don't. If my beard feels like it needs a bit of a rinse, if I'm aware I've got stuff in it that day, if I've got Greek yogurt in, I eat Greek yogurt most days because of the diet type setup that I'm on. If I know that I've got stuff in my beard, I'll give it a rinse through with some warm water. I'm just not giving it that deep clean. And with the ingredients like the sulfates and things, it's not just that they don't dry out the beard as much as the stuff that does have those ingredients. It's also not so harsh of a clean. It's not so harsh of it's not such a deep cleanse. It's more of a rinse through. You often find with a lot of the best beard washes, not all of them, but with a lot of the best beard washes, they don't sud up a lot. It's not saying it's not good if it does sud up, but often it's the addition of something like sulfate. It can stud up with the addition of different oils, but then, you could be maybe having an oily, heavy wash when you're already putting that stuff in there. The whole point of a wash for me is to give my beard that rinse that it needs, that clean through, to get it back to its basics. And with ours, it is a good wash. I don't do these videos to promote my own brand, but when I do have my wash, my beard feels super soft. Then let's go to the drying side of this. We've all seen the videos and the clips of using towels, using synthetic towels, using whatever kind of towel there is, patting it dry, rubbing it dry. The problem you find with towels is that you're not getting the skin dry. The only thing you're drying, and even then you're not drying it properly, is the beard itself. Again, I can't speak for everyone. I have a very thick beard. I have never been able to fully dry my beard and get to the skin beneath it with a towel. So if someone knows how to do that with a thick beard, do a video and tag me in it so I can see, because there might be a way around it. I've never found it. And that's when I get irritations in my beard. I will find that it starts to get itchy and tight because it's not dried properly. If you don't dry your hands properly, you can get redness and soreness in your fingers if you just leave them to dry naturally. So the irony is that stuff like leaving water somewhere can actually cause dryness. So, frustratingly, we're all big, burly, hairy, tattooed men with our beards. We want to be as masculine as possible. But the unfortunate truth is that a hairdryer is a good process to go with. I've been using the hairdryer to dry my beard for around a year now, and it is by far the best results I have got. When I'm using a hairdryer to shape or style my beard, which is very rare, it's only if it's very stubborn, I will do it on a medium heat, on a medium setting, get the heat in there slowly. I will get the heat into my beard as much as I can, not just where I'm doing it, but I'll get it into my beard, under my beard, on top of my beard, make my beard a little bit warm, and then apply the brush, follow it down with the hairdryer to get some shape. When it comes to just drying my beard, I'll do it at a higher temperature, I'll hold it further away. And the same thing, I want to get it all around my beard. I will usually dry my beard with a dryer, get it pretty dry, not quite fully dry. I will then give it a brush, a comb, whatever I'm choosing to do. I tend to not use combs anymore because my beard is so thick. We all know with me, I'm a big fan of the round curling brushes. Have these things everywhere. I'll drop a link in the video for this, but round curling brushes are perfect for mine. They're perfect for thick beards. I get the tangles out, they can shape them a lot. Once I've got the tangles out, I will then apply the hairdryer again. Now I'll go at a medium heat and I'll get it closer so that I can get the skin dry. I'll get the skin dry, I'll get the beard dry, I'll give it that final brush. That's my beard now dry. My skin is dry, everything's dry. I don't use towels anymore. And this has by far been the best results I've had with my beard. So, and again, it's advisory, but give it a go. Just give it a go for a couple of weeks. Don't try it once. You're not going to get any benefits from trying something once. Try it for a couple of weeks. See how it gets on. My next process is that as soon as I have done that with my beard, whether you're a regular beard oil user or not, I will then, every time I wash my beard, without doubt, the next process I would do as soon as it is bone dry is get that oil to the skin. My skin is fresh, the pores are still a little bit opened up, I've had the heat of the shower, I've had the heat of the hairdryer. It is the perfect time to get some oil into that skin and get it into the pores of your skin as well. As always with me, I don't tend to put oil directly into my beard as a priority. Obviously, the process that I described, you're going to get oil in your beard, and that's completely fine. I use the pipette of the oil, so I will take the pipette out. I will make sure it's a full to half full pipette, and I will literally 4 to 5 squirts, single squirts on each cheek. I'll get a couple on my chin. I will then use my fingertips. I will massage that into the skin, and whatever is left, I will just get into the beard. Sometimes what I will do is use a boar's brush from here, like a flat boar's brush, to help exfoliate the skin. Get that oil right in there. I'm not trying to shape the beard, I'm just purely trying to get it in. Use a good quality one. Again, I'll put a link of these in the bio as well. I've done a video on combs and brushes, so I'm not going really deeply into that. That's quite further down, but I'll tag these things in the description just so you know. But this is Kent, it's a real solid brush. It ain't going anywhere. You can see on my desk there, it doesn't move. And that's what you want with these brushes, because the whole point is of them really is to use them to exfoliate. They're not so much a good brush for styling and everything else. You can use it for that. A lot of people use the handled boar's brushes for that. But at the end of the day, those curling brushes are going to give you better results. And again, as I've already said, give it a go first, see what you think. But, you know, it definitely works for me. So I get the oil to the skin. Whatever is left in my hands, I will get into my beard to get that little bit of moisture in there. That's the main part of my evening care routine. Something you haven't heard me mention is beard conditioners. Some people use conditioners, some don't. I personally don't. If you want to use beard conditioner, use beard conditioner. I'm going to come to what I do shortly and what I feel is best for me and my beard. But again, it's a preference thing. Some use both, some use one. You can find your own way with this, but I'm going to tell you what I do. So I've done all of this process. You can rewatch the video to see step by step what I've done with this. Literally from there, what I will do is go downstairs and chill out. I'll spend a bit of time with the kids, depending on the time. I'll spend a bit of time with my wife. I'll watch some TV. I'll just chill out for a little while. If we've got people coming around or we're going out, I'll just continue to get ready. But basically what I do is just then relax. I just let my beard do what it's doing. The final part of the process I will use is, for me, roughly an hour before I go to bed. I will give my beard one last brush and comb to get the tangles out. And I then apply a reasonably generous amount of beard butter. I'll give it about an hour to soak in for the majority part into my beard. I will then go to bed and let that butter work its way in overnight. Now, our butters are poured butters. They're a nice thick butter. They've got 6 oils in there. They've got 3 butters in there. There's no beeswax. They soak in seriously well. I think they're probably, like, for most people, I think they're the favoured thing that we do. We obviously do good oil and balm, but most people that try our butters carry on using them. They're very good for the beard. It's very good ingredients. But what you get by this is it just soaks in. It nourishes your beard, it helps get moisture into your beard, and it conditions your beard, which is why I tend to not use the wash conditioner. I personally find that for the overall process of conditioning, nourishing, and everything else, that I find that the butters are far better at it. Now, of course, there's room for conditioner. I'm not saying don't use it. What conditioner can do is also kind of lacquer your beard. It can help keep all that goodness in for a longer time. So there's lots of benefits, and this is if it's a good conditioner. I'm sure we'll bring a conditioner out at one time because lots of people keep asking us to. I would probably never use it personally, but again, there is room for them. But I like the process of every evening putting butter into my beard. I'm the king of routine. I know where my keys go. I know where my wallet lives. I know where I leave the remote. I know where my toothbrush is. I'm just so routine. I'm a busy dude. I keep myself very active mentally, physically, and I just need everything to be routine, fall into place, and that's how I just like my life that way. So I let my butter work in for an hour. I then sleep with it in my beard. It's not like oil, at least ours isn't. It doesn't stain pillows, it doesn't stain t-shirts, it doesn't leave marks on blankets. You're not going to have an unhappy partner after this. But what you do get is when you wake up and your beard has had 6, 7, 8, 9 hours of the butter soaking into it, it feels so much softer. And that's where we then come straight back to the start of this video of how it makes it easier to deal with, manage, control, and sort your beard out, because you've created a softer, healthier beard. Now, of course, as I've already hit at, this isn't going to happen over one night of one use. It's about consistency. If you don't try the process I've suggested, give it a go for a week, 2 weeks minimum. 2 weeks to a week minimum. See how your beard feels from there. We do all kinds of different butters. You can get your butters from wherever you want. This is obviously a Beard Manners channel. I can't speak for others because I don't know what they do. I don't know what their ingredients are. You've got arguments of poured versus whipped. I'm team poured very heavily. I'm not arguing over what's better. I'm arguing over what's better for me and what I use and what I'll always use. So I like poured. We've currently got 21 scents available in our butters, including an unscented one. A bit of a gimmick one we do is one of our ranges is called Neuron. I know a lot of our followers use this quite a lot. I use this, my kids use it. It's called Neuron, which happens to be the name of the Norse goddess of dreams. Don't even ask how I found that. But it's 6 all natural scents. They're all essential oils, they're not fragrance oils, so it's a very good, healthy option. It's got such scents as ylang ylang, clary sage, marjoram, chamomile roman, did I say clary sage, lavender true. So it's got all scents like that in there. It's maybe what you would describe as a slight eucalyptusy type scent. And I sell it as an evening, hence the goddess of dreams. The Norse goddess of dreams it's just a very relaxing scent. They're all scents that are proven to help with relaxation. Guys, don't get it confused. It ain't Rohypnol. It's not going to knock you out. But again, for someone like myself who's very business minded, I don't really shut off. Neuron is something that I use literally, unless I'm going out or having people around. If I'm just at home with the family doing family stuff, I will always use Neuron. I think I've said this in other videos. There's a tub of it in our lounge if I ever do sleepovers with the kids. There's a tub of it in one of my younger child's bedrooms if I ever do a sleepover there with her. There's a tub of it in the bedroom. I've got tubs of it all over the house because I use it all the time. It's just a nice relaxing scent. I probably wouldn't wear it out. I don't love the scent that much. I do like the scent. But for me personally, I like it as an evening scent just to chill me out. And that is it. Stay consistent with your beard. I've always said this, little and often. You're never going to get me giving you videos of saying use loads of oil, use loads of butter, use loads of this. Little and often. Keep consistent and you're going to see the best results of your beard. Of course, there are people that don't use products. Some people are luckier than others and don't need them. If you're using good products, it is never going to make your beard worse. If you're feeling that you're using stuff that's making your beard worse, use something else. Try something else. If you just don't want to use it, then don't. But like I say, I know with me, my beard, I need this stuff to get through because mine would be an absolute nightmare to manage. Anyway, guys, so that's our video on nighttime / evening beard care routine. One more weekend after this one, I believe, in this current shop. Bit dubious about which shop I'm going to be opening over Easter weekend, if I'm definitely going to be opening a shop. I know that's really vague, guys, but listen, at least with us, if you can't get to one of the shops or if I'm not about, you can order online we ship the same working day, next working day, depending on the time that you order. So you can always get your orders quickly anyway. Follow me on my other media channels like Facebook and Instagram, because I'm keeping things very updated on there about what we are doing. It's just about like the process. I should be moving that weekend, so whether I get all the furniture into the new shop from the 29th and then keep some stuff in here to be open, whether I'm able to get open on the 30th, say in the new shop, for people to at least come in, booking sign writers to get the front done for the new shop. So it's just at that sort of stage. That one weekend doesn't help that it's an Easter weekend and there's 2 bank holidays, of course. So, you know, it's a bit up in the air. I'll know more soon. We're open all weekend this weekend in the shop at Felixstowe at Beach Street. We're open next weekend. We're definitely open those weekends. Other than that, we don't know. So if you want to come and see me, if you want to come and check out Beach Street, you've got 2 weekends, 2 weeks left to come and do it. There's no negativity to me leaving this place. I thoroughly enjoyed my time here. It's a cool place. It's a cool vibe. You can probably hear the music on if you turn this up loud enough in the background. You know, Beach Street, beach vibes. It's been a massive learning curve for me. It's really helped me go with things going forward. I've loved it here. I am going to miss things here. The new shop's bigger. It's in an equally good location for me. I think, if anything, the location suits me better than this one does. And that's nothing against this, but this is very, very family, children orientated. And not many women and children have beards. Of course, I've met lots of you bearded guys through this. But those of you that do buy from the shop, you know exactly what I mean. I know we've been having these conversations. I think where I'm going is right next to a really cool pub. It's a football pub. It's a nice walk-through road. For the stadium for Ipswich, it's just before town. It's not quite in town. You can park outside. You can park up the road. It's easy access. It's bigger. I can make the shop more of an overall experience. So, yeah, it's all the right things. And plus, I need the challenge and want the challenge. So, keep watching that stuff. Don't want to keep making these videos about the shop, but it's all coming up, so I want to keep you notified on it as best as I can as well. And also not forgetting that I've got my wife's portrait coming up within the next month as well. So, yeah, I don't have to do things by halves, but where's the fun in the comfort zone? Anyway, guys, I hope you've enjoyed this video. As always, enjoy your weekend, enjoy your Friday, stay safe, stay bearded, do bearded stuff. Please comment, please like, please subscribe, and please share. Very much appreciated. And I'll catch you all at the next video.